On the last day of the monsoon session, Union Home Minister Amit Shah introduced 3 bills in the Lok Sabha: the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the Bharatiya Sakshya Bill, and the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita. He said these 3 bills will transform India's criminal justice system, as they propose to replace the Indian Penal Code, the Evidence Act, and the Criminal Procedure Code. So, what are the major changes proposed? Let me explain. Home Minister Amit Shah said that these 3 bills would do 3 things. 1. Would replace the colonial era laws. 2. Transform India's criminal justice system. And 3. Protect the rights of citizens, focusing on justice rather than punishment. Several legal experts point out that all 3 bills largely reproduce the laws that they seek to replace. But there are some key changes. Let's focus on the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, or the BNS Bill, which seeks to replace the Indian Penal Code, or the IPC. So what are the major changes proposed? 1. Sedition. Amit Shah made a grand announcement in the Lok Sabha that the sedition law will be completely repealed. That means Section 124A of the IPC would not find a place in the proposed law, right? Not quite. Let's compare the IPC with the BNS Bill. The IPC defines sedition as whoever by words written or spoken or visible representation brings or attempts to bring into hatred or contempt, or excites or attempts to excite disaffection towards the government. The new bill does not have a specific provision that deals with sedition, but Section 150 of the new bill does deal with offences against the state. It says whoever purposely or knowingly, by words written or spoken, or signs of visible representation, or by electronic communication, or by use of financial means, excites or attempts to excite secession or armed rebellion or subversive activities, or encourages feelings of separatism, or endangers the sovereignty or unity and integrity of India shall be punished. So although the word sedition has been dropped from the proposed law, senior Supreme Court lawyer and activist Vrinda Grover told TNM that the new formulation is subjective, as the language is broad and allows for the provision to be misused against political dissenters. This, she said, is a direct assault on free speech and democracy. As far as punishment goes, Section 124A of the IPC attracts a punishment of either life imprisonment or 3 years in jail with fine, while Section 150 of the BNS Bill raises the punishment to a minimum of 7 years in jail or life imprisonment. 2. Mob lynching. India currently does not have a law that deals with mob lynching, but the BNS Bill aims to change that. Section 101 of the new bill deals with punishment for murder, and a new subsection deals with murders committed by a group of 5 or more persons. The bill does not use the term mob lynching, but it does deal with murders committed by a group on the grounds of race, caste, community, personal belief, language, sex, etc. Cases like the 2015 mob lynching of Mohammad Akhlaq in Uttar Pradesh over suspected cow slaughter, or the mob lynching of Madhu in Kerala's Attapadi over suspected theft, are some examples where this new provision could be used. The punishment for mob lynching ranges from a minimum of 7 years in jail to life imprisonment and the death penalty. 3. Organized crime. This is a new offence that has been included in the BNS Bill. It defines organized crime as an unlawful activity including kidnapping, robbery, trafficking, that's drugs and human trafficking, and other economic and cyber crimes when committed by a group of individuals as members of a crime syndicate. It defines an organized crime syndicate as a group of 3 or more individuals indulging in serious offences. The punishment depends on the nature of the offence, with capital punishment prescribed for offences that have resulted in death. Incidentally, these provisions were first included in the Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act, also known as MOCOCA, to deal with crime syndicates in Mumbai, but have since been replicated and adopted by a number of states. 4. Terrorism. Unlike the IPC that does not have a provision that deals with terrorism, the BNS Bill defines terrorism under Section 111. Terrorism has been defined as acts that disturb the public order, intimidate the general public, and threaten the integrity, unity, and security of India. The punishment for terrorism ranges from a minimum of 5 years imprisonment to life and even death in some cases. 5. False promise to marry. Under the chapter on offences against women and children, Section 69 of the BNS Bill deals with false promise of marriage. It says whoever has sexual intercourse by employing deceitful means or by making a false promise to marry a woman without having any intention to fulfill the same will be punished with imprisonment of up to 10 years. 6. Community service. In a first, community service has been introduced as a form of punishment in India. The bill prescribes community service as punishment for at least 6 offences, including a public servant unlawfully engaging in trade, attempt to commit suicide to compel or restrain a public servant from discharging their duty, defamation, theft of goods valuing less than 5,000 rupees, among others. The bill, however, does not provide an explanation of what the community service may entail. So the criticism is that the punishment then could be rather arbitrary. Now, all 3 bills have received their fair share of criticism, with the foremost being that there is no need to have Hindi names. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin called it Hindi imposition and said that it was recolonization in the name of decolonization. Another major criticism is that the government has not been transparent about the consultative process with regard to drafting the bills. Although an expert committee was set up in 2020 to look into criminal law reforms, it was mired in controversy, and it also failed to make its recommendations public. The Congress has called for wider consultation with experts and the general public. For now, though, these 3 bills have been sent to the Parliamentary Standing Committee for further scrutiny. That's all from me for this week, but before I go, a quick reminder to support independent journalism. You can do so by becoming a member of the News Minute. Also subscribe to our YouTube channels. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button and share this video with your friends.